Yes team, what is happening? Welcome back to the channel. So it is Monday, the 18th of November, and it is officially the start of marathon prep. So I've mentioned in a few videos about what the plan's going to be, but our big goal now is to really push towards the Barcelona Marathon with a time goal of 3 hours and 30 minutes, which is a 30-minute PB from my last marathon, which is a scary goal. Based on where my fitness is sort of at currently, I feel really confident with it. Don't get me wrong, it absolutely scares the shit out of me, but I think if we train the way we've been training and we really focus on this prep, it is very, very much achievable. So that's going to be the goal over the next, 4 months or so going into Barcelona, with also the goal of keeping on top of Hyrox training. So I'm debating when to jump on a Hyrox in like January because there's a Manchester card. Abby's doing it, so it hits Air First one and so on and so forth. So I'm debating getting involved in that. But the marathon training will supplement that or will help towards that a little bit more anyway. So in the meantime, if that does pop up, I will be doing that. I still will be doing some Hyrox sims as well with people who want to do them for the first time. So that's going to be the goal. Of course, I've been running already with Hyrox, but it hasn't been super structured just because you're having to taper down into the event. And obviously your long runs get replaced with the actual events and so on and so forth. Whereas from now, there's nothing in the diary that's going to stop me from pushing towards that. So today was day one. We got an 8K easy run done this morning, and we're going to start with doing 4 runs a week, and that's actually more than what I've done in any other marathon prep, believe it or not. I've always done 3 and then 3 training sessions because I've liked to stay jacked, but in order to go for the 3:30 target, I need to dedicate that towards 4 days a week, probably at a minimum, and then as we get closer to the event, the biggest block will probably be 5 days a week. So scary, but it needs to be done. So we've just done that. We've just got back to the office, and then we're going to take this, if you can pick it up. It is the Hydro, again, electrolytes and BCAAs, just to replenish what we lost this morning. We're going to crack on with some work, and then we're going to take you through the rest of the week. So let's go. And I'm fully aware that these microphones are not the best. So if this video gets 30 likes, let's go 30 because I do want to buy it. I will buy new microphones. Let's do it. It might be a couple of weeks out, but basically we're going to be breaking it down into 3 phases. We've got phase 1, which is around 4 weeks, phase 2, 8 weeks, and then phase 3 is 8 weeks as well. And this one's more like the foundation. So the whole point with this, why we were doing Hyrox, say here and here, was to just build the foundation, get used to getting out on the feet 3 or 4 sessions a week, and just getting used to the new paces and the heart rate zones, etc. Then from there, week 4 to 8 is going to be increasing volume like that, and we'll have deloads throughout it, maybe at week 4 or maybe at week 8, and then the same with the second block of 8 weeks going into taper, and then the marathon would be here. So the goal for these 2 is to really be strict with the paces, the heart rate zones, and speed work. So if we move down to here, there's going to be 4 runs that we're going to be doing: an easy run, a tempo, an interval run, and then a long run. But basically these 2 are going to be the thing that I've needed to focus on so much, which is the speed work. Like, I can do the distance, I can do easy runs all day, but I feel like this is where I'm really going to make up that time. So speed work will include obviously the likes of 1 kilometer intervals. It might be 400, it might be 800 or whatever. But one thing I'm going to try and do with all the long runs, not with the easy runs, not with that one, is to include speed work here. So how does that look with the long run? Would be something like this. If you've got a 15K, which I've got at this weekend, you might break it down into this. You might have a warm-up section, cool down section, and then throughout the middle there might be it might be 5K at marathon pace, which will be for me a 5-minute per K, which is not super quick. So every single long run I'm going to be including some sort of marathon pace miles, because from experience it's something that I've lacked in the past. From people who have run multiple marathons who are a lot faster than me, they use this sort of system as well. So that's how it's going to be. Look, basically over time our mileage is going to go like that. We'll probably increase from 4 runs here, probably towards 5 runs here, and then every single 3 out of 4 workouts a week will include some sort of speed work. That's the plan. Graph, you drop down from 94 to 84 in quite a quick time, and then you spend from March pretty much right the way up to now adding muscle mass. So I'm excited to see what that looks like when you start to pull it back a little bit more. Ooh, I didn't expect that this morning, what I would hope. Look at that. Snow. In the office, it is Tuesday. It was always check-in day with the team. So again, we just go through the plan with them going into the back end of the year and into the new year. Again, if you want any information on what we do, hit this QR code, link in the description. It'll take you exactly what we do, how we do it, how much it costs, everything. So Tuesday, what we've been doing over the last few months is Hyrox session. So Tuesday evening, we go down to Transfit and we get involved in the class. It's a big class. It's like 60 people on it, and it's a good way of just getting them movements ticked off. It might have to change a little bit further down the line, just as we go more in towards the marathon prep. But in terms of the week of training at the moment, that's what Tuesday looks like. So let's get these boxed off. Let's go home, chill with the baby for a little bit, and then we've got the class at 7 p.m. tonight. People always laugh about this, about the winter arc and stuff like that, but I honestly think this time of year, it is important to do stuff that is hard or have a goal at least. So for me, the marathon prep is the goal, and it's going to be hard in the rain. It's going to be hard in the snow. It's going to be hard when it's cold, but just got to suck it up, man. So even if you're not running a marathon, or maybe you've got Hyrox, or maybe you want to get in shape or whatever, I feel like if you do it this time of the year, it's so much better for so many different ways. Summer is just full of all sorts going on. It's the time to really knuckle down on you. And one of the quotes that stuck with me is that over the last few months, I haven't been feeling fully myself. Like, that's the only way to describe it. Whenever you feel lost, whenever you feel like you don't know what to focus on or whatever, focus on yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, everything else will guide you in the right path. So if I haven't had Hyrox in the diary, or if I haven't had marathon in the diary, or anything like that, I would be so much worse. I would be struggling so much more. But having them things in the diary and having them things to focus on and get after gives men purpose. And that's what I speak about all the time with the guys, is that we need purpose in order to be fulfilled, in order to see progression, in order to move forward. So if you're going round and round in circles, you're not really making any progress, or you've got no, real intention or direction, change that, set yourself a target and fucking get after it, man. What's that? She knows what the camera is. What's that? What's that? Just getting ready for our gym class. Mummy's getting ready. We're watching a little bit of YouTube, and then we'll go and get ready, and then you're going to your nan's, aren't you? 60 minutes of pure carnage. Yeah. See you in the morning. Really focus on who we're helping. I know that I want to help men, 30s, 40s, who have that sort of thing, who sort of already train a little bit, want to drop body fat, want to get faster, want to get stronger, etc. So it is Wednesday morning. We've just caught up with Sam, as you've seen there. He came round for a coffee and a little bit of a catch up. So today we've got a track session, but it is 0.5 degrees outside. So it's going to be icy, and I've got a very busy day. We've got a day of email writing, we've got 2 testimonial Zoom calls to do, we've got 2 review calls with clients, we've got a few things in the diary today. So I need to squeeze in this run either in the middle of the day, depending, or even tonight might be the better option. So I'll have a little look about what that sort of looks like, but we need to get a track session today, because the thing with like training at the moment is that if I miss a session, it means that I'm doubling up. Like tomorrow I'm training with the clients, Friday I'm training with the clients, I've got a run on Friday as well. I'm training Saturday and I'm running Sunday, so we've got a very busy week. So if I miss one session, it puts me out for the week. So that's the only issue with marathon training when you're trying to do 4 runs or whatever. If you miss one, you're doubling up a day, and I don't want to do double days all the time, because yes, I am someone who trains a lot, but I am a coach. I have a full-time job. I need to work. There we have it. We've just finished a video testimonial with my client Josh, who's dropped over 20 kilos in the last 4 months. You can watch it here. And again, he's starting to get into his running journey. We've got plans of a marathon in 2025, and that's what happens when you stick to the plan. So we've got a track session. We're going to go down there now before we've got a couple more calls. We've got 800s into 400s, so we're going to be doing 3 reps of each, I think it is, around a 4-minute pace for the 800s and about a 3:50 pace for the 400s. It's half a degree, it's freezing cold. You better bet that these shorts are coming off and we're just sticking to the tights only. So let's go down to this new track that I haven't been before and get this session done. Let's go. So it turns out if you turn up at a school at 3 o'clock with a camera, it's not the best. So I couldn't get on the track because it's not public use until 5 p.m. So I came home, had a couple of calls, doing a little bit of work on YouTube, believe it or not, and then we're going to go down the track after that. So yeah, tip of the day, don't turn up to a school with a camera. Dark nights, lonely track session. Again, this is stuff that no one talks about. You gotta get it done on your own. This is why it's good to do hard things, like I was saying before. 3 degrees, 6 o'clock. Let's get it done. Let's spend the rest of the night with the baby. Let's go. Oh, there is our track session in the bag, and that was a cold one. It is 3.5 degrees now. It is starting to snow, and I got it wrong. So we had a 1.5k warm up, 5:17, easy. Then we had 3 lots at 800 meters at 4-minute Ks. We did 3:53, 3:49, 3:20. Sorry, and a 3:49. Yeah, that's right. And then 90-second rest between them, and then we had, which I thought was 3 lots of 400, it was actually 6 lots of 300. It was meant to be 400, sorry, it was meant to be at 3:55. I ended up cooking it too early, so we started off with a 3:22, 3:28, 3:31. I thought, right, we're done there. 3:40, 3:47, 3:37, and then cool down for 2k with Brad, who I've seen at the track. So overall, really happy, considering I was meant to do 4 minutes for 800 and did 3:50s and 3:49s, and then when I was meant to do 3:55 for 400s, I did everything below that, even by 30 seconds at the start. So really happy with that. Gives you confidence this early in the prep, and I think that's the thing with everything that I've done before. I've always been quite scared of speed work. I've always been quite scared of seeing like 4 on the watch, or 3 on the app, as in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. But I'm attacking it now, being like, I am confident in my ability, I am fast, and yeah, I'm taking that into the rest of the week. So great start to marathon prep. With the little bit of the mess up that we had this afternoon, it's time to go home. It's 6:30. I've hardly spent time with the baby and Abby, so I'm gonna go and give her a rest because she has not stopped all day. Chill with the baby for the rest of the night, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow when I'm going to train with one of my clients, Devesh, down at the gym. So I'll catch you in the morning. Peace. Maybe Thursday team, so first strength session going down of the week. Monday's run, Wednesday's run, Tuesday's Hyrox, and this is the first time I'm getting strength in. So again, this is something, what I was saying before, is that something always has to give. Like, I'm not someone who can do double sessions all the time, because A, I've got a family, B, I've got a business, so I struggle to get 2 sessions in a day, and I don't really want to do that all the time. I'm doing it tomorrow because I'm training again strength with the clients, and then run with Jack, one of my brother-in-law. So I'll get a double session in tomorrow, but it's not normal like that. So if you see these people online doing double sessions every single day, it's because primarily it's their job, whereas something has to give based on what goal that you're doing. Obviously I'm running towards the marathon, so I'm getting this session in and tomorrow's strength session in, and that'll probably be it for the week, because I'm doing 4 runs a week. So whatever the goal is, focus on that, and then supplement it with the rest, but don't just stop one for the other. So let's go and get this session done. Let's go. Jesus, it's so bright, but we've just finished in the gym, so we did, let me stop my watch, we did a back, chest and some biceps today, because tomorrow I'm training with my client Liam, who's got, I know in his program, he's got a delts and tricep session, so we're doing shoulders and that tomorrow. I'll be walking them through some bits as well, so I'll probably end up doing a full body tomorrow anyway, and then we're going to get our interval session done with Jack as well. So yeah, that's our first strength session of the day. Still, you know, not really pushing it, to be honest, just trying to maintain strength that I've currently got. The last thing I want to do is get smaller. Again, the same that I'm going to put on the t-shirt soon is run like a runner but look like a lifter. So that is the aim of the game, and that's why we're going hybrid, that baby. Let's go. So this happened a few times now as well, of that I got spotted in the gym from the YouTube channel, so that's always nice to see. People getting value, you know, that was about Hyrox and like trying to get into Hyrox and stuff like that. So obviously I'm made up when I see that people have seen the channel or support the channel or like the channel, because it makes me want to do it more. and I can just be myself on this. So exactly, if you're tuned in right now and you've been watching this whole video, thank you. Stick around because there's more to come. Well, intervals are going to be fun. So we have just popped down to the office before we go and train with Liam because two reasons. A, I want another coffee before I go to the gym, and then B, he's been with me for 2 years and he's got the old merch, so we're going to grab some new merch and we're going to give it to him because again I haven't seen him for a while and he's been with me for a while as well, so we're going to get him rigged out to the new merch. And then as I said earlier, like, it was hailstoning this morning. It's starting to clear off now because it's been raining, so we've got like an over and under session where we go, you know, 1k at 4:15 into 1k at 4:55 for like 3 rounds. So we'll be doing that straight after the gym session with Jack. So I need to make sure that I'm having coffee, I'm going to have something to eat as well, and then we're going to go down to the gym and meet them. So yeah, let's get after it. But first, coffee. Let's go. Welcome to the YouTube. Let's go. Go. So it's just like that, we are back in the office. So unfortunately the weekend didn't go as planned. As you can see in that last clip, we trained with Liam on the Friday, which is a really good session. We got a full upper body session done with him. We were meant to run, but it was hailstoning. We had to move times and the day just got really busy and I couldn't get on a treadmill. So we missed that run on the Friday. And then on the weekend, we ended up going down to Wales to meet our friends for the full weekend, away from social media, away from work. I took my stuff to do a 16k on Sunday, but there was a storm in Wales, and I put a picture here. It was absolutely horrendous. Like, it would have been daft to go out and run in that. I got out on Sunday morning and did a 9.5k. The weather was awful, but then the route was also permitted because you're running down the side of a road, which again only took me so far before you start going down country lanes and this and that. So 9.5k, we got something done on the weekend, but the goal for this week is to get a full week of the running under our belt. But that's sort of what the plan's going to be with the marathon, as I said from earlier in the video. So we're going to take that into this week. So again, next video you'll see is another week of training. I'll go through a little bit more in detail about how I'm fueling for these events and a few different things as well. I said, if you've made it this far into the video, I do appreciate you. Make sure you do drop it a like, make sure you do copy a comment. And one thing I've noticed, that if you haven't noticed, is that I've been using my main camera for this whole vlog, apart from my little camera which is sometimes used. This is a little bit harder to film on just because I don't carry it around as much, where the other one's really handheld. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. Do you prefer the quality of something like this, or do you prefer, are you not too bothered because the other camera's dead easy to grab and move around? So let me know in the comments your thoughts, and yeah, I look forward to catching you in the next one. Let's go.